And we are back.
I still have Pokemon on the brain. That's all I can think about.
What's up with your Pokemon?
Well, the fact that I paid for the Pokemon Bank, now I'm like, do I pay $10 and get silver on my 3DS? But then I can't do it because I don't have an SD card. It's like, do I order an SD card?
Yeah, I mean, like $10, right?
Yeah, I guess just order an SD card. I'm like, wait.
It always helps to have one available. Yeah,
it's like, but part of me is like, I need to do art while I'm off for all this time. I need to not distract myself.
It would be nice to get a little bit more channel art, like the Hollow Knight thing we've been talking about for forever, especially with Silksong coming up. But I'm just mentioning it.
I know I have a couple commissions I have to do. There's one I gotta do.
Ow.
And I gotta finish the Final Fantasy 14 art stream thing.
Yeah. That's just gonna be as we get more time, right?
But I'm off for the next.
You're off for forever.
I don't go back to work for easily almost a month now, and that's a tentative date.
Yeah. It'll be longer. That's just so they don't freak people out.
Yeah. No, it's likely gonna be longer. Like, because they're gonna, even when they go back in session, it's probably gonna be like, oh, well, yeah, we're back, but it's only gonna be for mainstay teachers.
And we're back.
And then they're gonna be doing digital learning, which is fine, and that makes sense. And I've never been unemployed, so I have unemployment, so I'll be fine. I'm not worried about that shit.
You'll be good. God damn it! What the hell is going on?
I also got brothers that are working, so like if I ever needed anything, it's like I could rely on them for like assistance.
Oh, come on.
But I won't be because like I'm a good saver. And plus I have my art stuff, so I'm gonna just put all my focus into like getting that shit up.
We just need to find different sources of income. Fucking hell, what do I do? God damn. Oh Jesus. Fucking.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Help.
No, seriously, help. Help. Like, share, and subscribe. Make this thing fucking huge while we're all stuck at home.
Well, I mean, we did just break 1 million
you
views.
guys have been great.
Or 1 million watch time minutes in the last 28 days, thanks to you guys.
Solidarity, my friends.
Everyone is in this together.
Yeah. We're happy to entertain. We were joking the other day. No one can literally say for our channel that they can ever run out of content.
Come on.
Because TenMoreMinutes was saying, oh, yeah, well, I might run out of shows eventually. And you just brought up, so I was like, well, I know this.
I was like, oh, there's this YouTube channel you could watch. I know of them.
You will legitimately never run out of content.
Enemies respawn faster.
We have 24
farming.
2,700 videos, like 2,500 videos, something like that.
I actually don't know now.
We're over 24.
We're at a lot.
We're at a lot. And some of the earlier ones, were 15 minutes. But I think our total amount of like videos is like at least in terms of time, at least like a year plus.
We got stuff for you to binge.
Yeah, if you want to binge old series, go watch Bully.
Trust me, I'm gonna be taking care of some stuff with the additional time that we got. Although there's a lot of new games out too, so
we'll be recording a bunch, and don't worry, guys, we will be here providing content for you.
Yeah,
because it provides content for us and something for us to do too. It's like, well, we're stuck in the house together. What are we gonna do? Well, just like a giant sleepover, we're just gonna play video games.
Giant sleepover. Come over to the house. No, don't do it.
Don't do it.
That's what it wants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only bummer is not getting to visit family. Oh! That's gonna be something that's gonna be a bit of a drag for a while.
I did want to go over to my dad's house and make pizza.
Yeah.
And he was like, I saw the pictures, it looked hella good. I was like, yeah, I really wanted to make it for you, but
but with everything that's going on,
like we really can't.
Yeah,
like,
I'm gonna try and
that would
figure
be
out,
irresponsible.
It would be, and like, I know it's like bumming my mom out too, so it's like I'm gonna have to try and find a way that she can do like video calls, like with either
just get
like
her on like a FaceTime or like
I'm trying to figure out how like
get her on Discord or something.
I mean, yeah, honestly, I was just like, how do I get my mom to learn how to use Discord over the distance?
We're in this together.
Yeah.
Whew. We'll survive.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Oops. Maybe my mana won't though. Come on. Oh, broke the game. What the hell was that? I shot it too early. That was ridiculous.
But yeah, I mean, I saw people like, because I had to leave this morning, like, to go deliver my timesheet.
Yeah.
So I just went to the local school, and it's just so weird with none of the kids being there.
It's people showed pictures of like San Francisco and stuff
Yeah.
with nobody in it,
I'll have
and
to
they were like, yeah, you can't walk down the Haight during any of the day, and they had just pictures of somebody just like strolling through, like no big deal, walking
Haight.
down Haight Street, Haite.
No, I'm just trying to remember where that is in SF. Because I spent so much
I don't have the
time.
slightest clue, man.
SF's such a weird city because when I was
How do I
going to
get up
school
there?
there, and it's changed so much in the last.
What the hell?
It's hard to believe, but it's been almost a decade since I graduated.
That's crazy.
I graduated.
You an old fogey.
I graduated at the end of 2012.
And 1, 2, 3.
I was
Nope.
I was 23. No wait, 22ish around then when I graduated. And you know, it's 2020. It's been around 8 years, and then I think about like how long it's been since I graduated high school, which is even longer.
I don't know how to get that.
I don't know if you can.
Yeah, that's oh, I think I do know how to get that.
But SF's weird because even when I was going there, you know, and it might be as true now as before, like you would be walking down one street on Market and you'd be like, I'm cool. And then you turn one left and you're like, oh shit, this place is shady as fuck.
It's San Francisco, man. You can have some good spots. You can have some bad spots.
Well, it was so weird because it was always by like Union Square and you'd be like, all right, things are normal here, but then everyone would be like, yeah, don't turn down that street.
I don't know San Francisco enough to be able to say like.
I didn't do a ton of exploring. I mean, I've been there a bunch, and I would go to the zoo every now and then, and I would go to the different museums just to go draw stuff. And I haven't been back as much just because Bart got way more shady.
Bart's a little fucking expensive for my taste, honestly. Bart is our Bay Area rapid transit
Yeah, it's expensive,
train system.
but it was cheaper
For
than
anyone who
using
doesn't know.
gas, and I would rather sit on a train. But the
How
problem
the
is,
fuck do I get this guy?
it just has gotten more and more shady over time. And most of the things were where it was always shady, which was Oakland. But ever since the Oscar Grant stuff and all that other things, which I think
I'm unaware of what that is.
the kid that got shot, I'm pretty sure his name was Oscar Grant. Or is Oscar Grant a different case? Let me look that up. Michael B. Jordan played him in a film called Fruitvale Station.
Oh, Fruitvale. Yeah. Okay.
Fruitvale.
Okay.
I want to make sure that I get the name of the person because I feel like that'd be a disservice.
Yeah, that's important. Yeah.
Oscar Grant was somebody that died to police brutality
How
as
the
well.
hell?
But
That was the Bart cop that shot the kid, right?
yeah.
How do I get this thing to work?
No, it was Oscar Grant. Okay, I got it
Okay, you
right.
got it
I mean,
right.
I feel bad about it saying that, but I
I get you. Sensitive
It's
topic.
back in like 2009. I still haven't seen that movie just because honestly it's too fucking real, especially when I was going on Bart.
I haven't seen it.
My brother said it's really good. It was like Michael B. Jordan's like breakout movie.
Yeah. Ooh, come on. How the fuck do you get this guy
Just
to go?
keep on going. Don't like try and stop because it's gonna follow your heat signature, and as soon as you do like a turnaround, it's gonna pick its direction. Yeah, just like that, and then move. There you go.
Okay.
That
I
seems
want to
to
see
be-
if I can bounce off of it.
You might be able to, but I don't think you can. But go for it. See if you can do it.
I
Oh,
can. Oh my
nice.
god, why wasn't it working earlier?
I think
Just that location right there, I was like, I have to be able to get
I'd
it.
say that the difference is because you could go out so far, whereas before there was a bridge that stopped
Yeah.
you. So you didn't have enough distance for it to slow down in air
I get that.
to do it.
Yeah! Oh, that didn't fucking work.
But yeah, I stopped going to SF a bunch about the last like,
Wow, what killed him? Was that a crit hit?
I think so, like 3-4 years, just because it just felt, if Bart felt shadier and shadier, and I was okay with it usually being kind of shady, but even then, like the East Bay line was starting to get shady. It was like, I don't feel super comfortable about this, man. Like you would, before people would joke about stuff, but like you would just be finding needles all the time now, like on Bart.
You definitely don't want to find needles.
And just like finding feces and stuff like that.
human feces.
Yeah, like they really, I don't know. I mean, it's a social economic issue and there's no easy answer to it.
Yeah.
But SF definitely started going downhill. It started losing a lot of its
Can I
character.
launch that? Yes, I can.
Like good film recommendations. If you guys are stuck and if you guys have Amazon Prime, go watch The Last Black Man in San Francisco. That's
I haven't
a nice
seen
film.
that yet. I heard it's nice.
It's good.
Well, not nice, obviously, because it's about the fucking what do you call it? Gentrification and everything
of the area.
Yeah.
But like that.
But
and
that's that. I mean, like I heard it's a really good.
it's it's one of those
Documentary.
movies like I feel like we get a little bit extra out of it because we live in the area. Like, we don't live in Oakland, but
Yeah.
we're Bay Area natives. Like, we've lived here, we've seen the change, and watching films like that and Sorry to Bother You.
I don't know if we saw the change with the Last Black Man in Oakland, because wasn't that, correct me if I'm wrong, was that not
It's modern.
during the 80s?
No, it's set modernly.
Oh, it wasn't about the gentrification during the 80s when
No, it's very much a now film.
Oh, okay. Thought it was late 70s, early 80s when a lot of that was centered. I haven't seen the film, so
I mean, it talks to people that grew up in like the 80s and stuff like that, but the people that act in it are around, I'd say around our age, like, you know, early 30s, late 20s, kind of individuals. But it's always just kind of cool to see, you know, parts of Oakland and parts of San Francisco, like in Sorry to Bother You, and this, like, oh yeah, I know
another
this.
one I haven't seen.
It's one reason why I kind of liked Ant-Man. Ant-Man I just thought was a funny movie, but the fact that like
Is that based in San Francisco?
yeah,
or?
they like show San Bernardino, they show San Quentin, like there's a bunch of locations and they feel out. It always bothers me in movies when they say it's an area and it's not. Like, for instance, Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man says, oh, this is New York City. I've been to New York.
Is it not?
It's not. It's Vancouver. Vancouver's nice. But I was like, this doesn't feel like New York. I've been to New York. I've seen a lot of movies in New York. This doesn't look or feel like New York. It's way too clean.
I get you.
Because the Sam Raimi movies were shot in New York for like 90% of it or something like that.
Sam Raimi Spider-Mans.
Sam Raimi Spider-Man's, like, they have that character. But, and then when I was watching that movie, it always kind of took me out a little bit. And it's always bothered me when people are like, oh, this is the Bay Area or it's San Francisco, and they'll say that in a movie, but it's clearly not.
Yeah.
Like, Dirty Harry's in San Francisco. You know it's San Francisco from the 60s because, like, you look at the architecture and stuff like that. It's like,
Another movie I haven't seen.
Yeah, Dirty Harry's fun. It's a pulpy, you know.
Yeah.
I watched it years ago when it was on Netflix. Now, they might have gotten away and maybe some of Dirty Harry was shot in LA, but I could have sworn the majority of it felt like, you know, 70s, 80s, San Francisco. And it just always bothers me with cities that have a ton of character, like Chicago or Boston.
Yeah, they're the big
Hallmark
character
cities.
movie type of, yeah.
I was listening to a podcast on The Ringer where they were reviewing like best Boston movies, or they're doing like a retake on Boston. And a bunch of them have lived in Massachusetts, so like it makes sense. But they made up a good point that I felt the same way, and I've kind of always, like, whenever there's a movie about the area you lived,
you want to feel it,
you want to feel it, and there's also, like,
you want to see it represented, too. You're like, no, they fucking shot that not in San Francisco. They went and shot that, and, you know, one of the nicer, like, oh, we didn't want to show the bad parts.
Like, they're in the Presidio, and that's it, and they're not bothered going to Union Square, and they're not showing, like, the landmarks, or, like, showing the red light district, or showing the Mission.
The Tenderloin.
Yeah, or the Tenderloin, areas that I would always avoid going to. There was even a podcast that was talking about, I think it was like, not Frank Tro. He does Ugly Delicious. He's a chef.
Oh, yeah. I just started watching Ugly Delicious. I had to watch the first episode, and then I was like, all right, we'll binge more later. We saw the pizza episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny because that was the last day we were cooking the last of my pizza dough.
Yeah, I like his stuff. It's very much feels like Bourdain.
It kind of feels like Bourdain, but maybe I don't know him yet.
Yeah.
Some of it I get an aggression that I'm like, did you really earn this? Some of it, like when he was delivering pizzas with Pizza Hut or Domino's or whatever it was. It seemed like he just got mad over nothing. I was like, so did they cut something out there?
They might have.
Because it really feels like they didn't
So I've known him before that. He's on an episode of one of like Without Borders or whatever video Bourdain. What was the series Bourdain used to do? He had a couple of them.
God damn it. I'm beating myself up now because I love it too. No Reservations.
He had like 3 different shows.
Yeah.
One for CNN.
God damn it.
There was like No Reservations.
There's definitely no reservations, but there was other ones that I can't remember now.
But I mean, we remember the important thing is name.
Yeah.
Anthony Bourdain's like, food travels.
Champ, dude.
Yeah, he was great.
Was this you? Oh, this is me. What's a gem? Or what's that? A gem? Looks a bit rough around the edges, If I were you, I'd show it to an expert and make sure it's safe. Squark! I thought you were the expert. Is that not where it was leading me? Oh, I guess it wasn't.
But
I was like, wait a second. Are you not the expert?
he was on a couple episodes of some of Anthony Bourdain's stuff, which is where I got to know him.
I might have seen him then.
But he's been on, like, they also did I watched a background, I can't remember the name of the show, but it covers different chefs, and it covered him, so I'd known him and known his personality before I watched it, so a lot more of that stuff made sense, and I was like, I already appreciated him as a chef because I know what he's done.
Okay, I've seen people just be like, oh, Bourdain's just salty about stuff and blah, 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 and he's just being dramatic, and it's like, this guy kind of seemed like he had a problem with some of the stuff, but it might have been cut out because he was like, I'm not doing any more fucking deliveries. I'm like, wow, everything seemed kosher up until that point, and all of a sudden he's mad. What the hell happened? Like, why did he cut out him being mad or whatever? I thought this was a documentary. I thought it was real.
No, for
so
sure.
I didn't know if that was maybe just his attitude or how he went about it, or if there was some kind of ulterior thing that happened and it was just like,
I mean,
you know,
I think
maybe he was mad about not being able to be real because it was a corporate thing. Like, I don't know. So it was interesting. Oops. It was interesting to think about it.
I think it's called Chefs. You probably would like it too. That one's a much different tone, but it covers.
Is it something on Netflix?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Okay.
It covers different chefs all around the world. I believe this chef, the one that just does Ugly Delicious, opened Momofuku in where is it? New York City.
Yeah.
And he was also on the podcast I was listening to, where they were talking about signature foods for towns. Mm-hmm. I did find it funny that they couldn't think of what the signature food for San Francisco is, and I'm curious what you think for like SF. Like, what would you consider
to be signature food?
Like the signature style of food.
I would say anything seafood, but I would typically say crab.
Okay, crab
honestly.
Would be big.
But now I'm not saying like that's definitely it. Bite me. I'm saying like I would say it would be crab.
So as someone that like went to school in San Francisco, I'm not saying I'm an expert. I did find it was interesting.
Are we talking street food, or are we talking like the nicest, like, Michelin style restaurant?
I would say even street food. Like, what's the food of the people for San Francisco? Like, when people say like you need to go here, you need to try out.
I'd say Chinese food probably. Like.
So really, like, as someone that went to San Francisco all the time, like it was always the Mission burritos. Like that's everything.
Burritos are really good too. Yeah.
That's what people would always
rave about. It depends on where you are.
Yeah, no.
Like, cause I've had Mission burritos and they're hella good, but that's not unless you're in the Mission. Like you can get Chipotle anywhere. Yeah. You can go do the Mission District and get the what are the fucking huge ones? I thought they were good. I didn't think they were incredible. God damn it.
Well, we're also blessed. We live in the Bay Area, so like there's
so much food.
There's a lot of great like Mexican food restaurants all over. Like the East Bay has a lot of good Mexican food.
Yeah.
The North Bay does.
Like that's why I was like, oh, San Francisco, probably not Mexican food, but like Chinatown's great, and there's a whole bunch of like awesome.
That's what I found that was interesting
like,
is like his view on like saying like the Chinese food in like San Francisco.
It could be better elsewhere, sure, but like
that was like his take. It's just like, I mean, I guess like it's like I could see that. He said like the restaurants in Chinatown just aren't like. I mean,
hoping to get out of there.
As a chef, you're gonna have a higher like.
Well, yeah, he's like a Michelin star chef. Like he has food higher in a higher regard than we do.
And I was watching a GQ video. Apparently, for the Michelin star, it's something that you have to seek out. It's not something that you just get awarded. Like you have to purposely like apply for it and
is that
go
so?
for it. That's what I was watching a GQ video with a chef.
I thought there was a chef in other countries that. It was just so good. Now, maybe that's the case. I've been to Michelin star restaurants, a couple of them here and there. They're good. They're always very expensive.
Well, that's what I mean, though. Like,
and it was only because I was invited by another chef.
Yeah.
That was not another chef, like I'm one, but an actual chef. It was because I was invited by somebody who had worked there, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna do an opening, and we're gonna do this and that." It's like, "Oh, what is it?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, everything's like 90% off." It's like, "Oh well, then I can go have a fucking little bit of a meal there."
Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
You missed out. It was super good. It was super good.
And I was going through stuff at the time.
Slanted door.
I'm still going through stuff, but fucking, I just was not in a place to be like, I want to go around here. I'm like,
I get you. The slanted door, which they have in Vegas, or they're opening up in Vegas soon. We went to the one in, what was that? San Ramon. It was the sister one to the one that was in San Francisco. Very good food, but it's very, very expensive. It's too expensive for my taste. It's like I could never consciously eat here.
I prefer street food.
Yeah,
So same thing.
It was too good for me.
You just gotta keep going on the path and then dart out, and then
I just don't know where we're trying to hit it yet.
I don't know either, but it's definitely an upward arc. And then
I can't get that yet.
So you need to jump off of it. So you're doing it right, but you jump off of it, and then you hit
search down here first.
And there's that like buoy thing.
No, that's where I came from.
You can go get that.
There is the other stuff though. Yeah.
Go get that right now.
Still trying to seek this out.
I just found it weird. Like he's like, like they couldn't figure out what was the San Francisco food.
Well, it's because there's so much stuff.
Well, no, there is. It's just, it was really interesting to me because, like, as someone that just, was in San Francisco almost all the time for a 4 or 5 year period, I never even went to the Mission to get burritos, but just that's
exactly. That's just it. Yeah. How can you go to an entire city and not have its food? Well, it's because it's only in that district.
Yeah, and
so it depends on where you go.
Yeah.
Like I've had Mission burritos once.
Yeah.
And it was fine.
I liked it, but at the same time, it wasn't so much better. I was like, this is really good. But I would also argue it's just like, but there's a ton of like Mexican restaurants that have the same quality-ish.
Mm-hmm. They're just not like they're not like, oh, it's Michelin star quality, but it's they're just as good for normal ass people like me. Not somebody who's like an incredible food critic, or somebody's like, oh, I don't like that they used cilantro from San Jose. They needed to use it from Spain. It's like
San Jose is
I'm not
really
that
good,
fucking type of guy.
Korean food. Like my brothers will show me every now and then.
There's a ton of great Asian food down in San Jose. I love getting I don't go to San Jose
People
often.
wonder why, like, I don't want to move out of the...
They have really good Hawaiian food, too.
People wonder why you don't want to move out of the Bay once you're here. It's like, because there's so much good food.
There's hell of good food.
There's so much good food. I mean, right now you can't get it, but there's so much good food.
This isn't sponsored by Uber Eats or anything like that.
No, it's
We don't
not.
have those kind of sponsors.
We just fucking like
a nice
food.
thing that I heard is that during the crazy times, which is what we'll refer to, they are... They are waiving their delivery fees, which I find good for people who can't cook or do things like that. They rely on that.
During these crazy times, a lot of things like they just waive something like student loans are kind of being pushed on hold.
Are they?
So I think like I was gonna go look. It's like, when do I have to fucking pay my next bill? And I was on the website and they're like, due to the crazy times, things are being put on hold. We don't have all the information yet, but what I think is they're just gonna do a freeze on that. So
I hope so. It'd be nice.
Yeah, because it's just like
for anyone watching in the future, the crazy times are when everyone is staying at home on a staycation.
Yeah, if you're though. It's gonna be weird once we kind of get through this, like how
Serious Seed, nice.
How this is gonna be like. Remember, like I was joking on Twitter earlier, like this is like a sociology field, like sociologist field day. There's never been a greater human study in all of human history. If you think about it,
it's badonk.
It's
right
insane. Now. Like if you think about it, they're gonna have material for years, like how relationships worked. Like when they were stuck in the same place, like they've had studies like that, but now this is on a grand scale.
Yeah, you couldn't ask ethically people to do these types of fucking hell. I hit the wrong button.
Because I took a sociology
to do stuff
class
like this. It's interesting to see how this is going to work out for a lot of people. Obviously, it's going to work out in death for a lot of people, which is unfortunate.
Yeah,
but
I'm trying to find the bright side.
We're trying to find what is going to be the turnout of all of this. In the end, like obviously the world's not gonna die.
No, we're not making light of it, but it's like, come on. In these times, it's like, all right,
hit it.
What's something interesting we can think about? It's kind of like I was watching a sports podcast, and they're just like, we understand things are bad and sports are super irrelevant, and like, who cares?
Come on.
We're trying to get your attention off of it for a little bit.
We're trying to provide entertainment during trying times. That's all. That's all.
But yeah, it made me think of my teacher,
God damn it.
Mr. G, from, he was like he's the only teacher I actually remember from my general education classes.
Yeah?
And electives. Like, I don't remember a single name of another teacher that I had for like history class or psychology or any of that shit. I don't remember any of those guys. They were fine instructors, But he was the only one who was like actually personable and like his personality showed. I was like, I remember his full name.
Was that the science teacher?
Sociology teacher.
Sociology teacher.
And I fucking love that class. That class is great.
I don't think I had him. I'll have to confirm with you later, but.
Well, no, he was in San Francisco.
Oh, well, I thought you were talking about back in like high school.
No, not in high school. No, this was in college.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I did take psychology for half a semester in high school, but then they pulled my English teacher and I had to change classes. Freaking Mr. P would not change my class. I remember going to him and saying, I haven't come to you for nothing these 4 years and you won't even get me out of this dumbass class.
Damn you, Mr. P?
Mr. P.
Mr. P?
Mr. P.
That's you.
Okay. The way will not open until the heart knows that it is safe.
Okay.
4 wisps must gather for the gate to unlock. This must be in-game thing.
Okay.
You need to find 4 of the wisps.
So I need to find the heart of the wisp because he was talking about the eyes, the mouth.
Yeah.
Oh wow. So we didn't need to go to this. Did I fucking miss something?
No, I think
maybe it's just a lot of backtracking. Then.
I think it is. And you unlock the thing. I think this is going to be like an in-game spot later. But Mr. P was one of our VPs, and he was in charge of like changing classes. But my teacher had to pull out for. I don't remember what reason, but they like switched his schedule and he kept his honors English but dropped our English class. And I got a new teacher and I tried her for like 2 weeks. I just did not like her.
Yeah?
She wasn't a bad person, but I really liked the teacher I had before. I really liked Mr. R. He was a cool teacher.
Fucking.
And I was like, this was the teacher I signed up for and now I'm stuck with this teacher. What the heck? So I just went to the VP, was like, can you please change it? And eventually I got put into your class with you and Jeff.
Yeah.
And
so you are talking about high school now.
Yeah, no, I am talking about it. And Miss B was awesome, and I liked Miss B. But I remember I'll never forget, it's like, they're not the most intelligent people in that class. Just like, ooh, that's a low blow.
Who said that?
Mr. P, the VP.
About...
You know, about the people that were in that specific class, and what he was referring to was
fucking
like
dick.
Yeah. Well, remember like
I actually can't remember who we were referring to for P.
So remember like
all of them.
Peason.
Yeah.
You maybe like Mike would remember him, but
no, I don't remember him obviously, but like
you don't.
I know who you're referring to.
Oh, okay, you didn't have as many interactions with him.
Yeah, I get you. I didn't have as much.
Remember who was in Boysen's class? Like, you were fine and I was fine, and so was Jeff, but we had a bunch of knuckleheads in that class.
That's every class.
That class in particular was like, ooh, that felt like my 4th period class that I had to teach.
The Mokies say you've been to my homeland, or what's left of it. The Windswept Wastes, they call it, eh? I suppose they've forgotten its true name if they ever knew it in the first place. Gorora, it was called, a wondrous city of proud stone and painted glass, colossal arches and lofty spires. It deserves to be remembered. I want some Gorlock ore. Okay, I'll give you some. I got a bunch now. I got enough 10 for the bottom one.
Just do the biggest one.
The Moki are right. Building is only half the work. Nothing quite completes without finishing touches of decoration. I think you're supposed to do it in that order, but I got 10. Might as well, right?
I think if you had 12, I'd say get both of the other ones, but just get the big one.
Are we with the fancy project? Yes, let's do the projects. Let's do the thing. Oh, I gotta hold it. That's why.
Yeah.
I was like, I must be hitting the wrong button, then hit back, thinking I'm on the Switch. I'm not on the Switch.
Nope.
Fantastic. I'll get right on that.
There's just this exhausted look that Mr. P gave me. It's like, I've never literally asked you for a single thing. Why are you giving me that face?
You didn't Spider-Man you? Everyone gets one? Much nicer. Funny how a bit of decoration here and there makes everything feel better, eh? Care to help? I don't have any more garlic.
I understand a little. Yeah, I understand a little bit now being in education. Yeah, go for it. But I still just remember being in that office and there was 2 other students in there trying to transfer as well. Yeah, you can buy some.
Hell yeah. Oh wait, you dropped it down the hole. You said he dropped this thing down the hole. I thought it was over there. Is it not? Can I really drop my acorn? Come see, a miner could help. They're good at digging holes. I'm good at digging holes. I just don't know where the hell you dropped it. Not over here.
It's probably somewhere in the village, honestly. Yeah. Or maybe you just find it throughout the game.
Maybe,
like you'll
yeah. I just find an acorn and I give it to
everywhere.
Where is the? There it is. Go down.
Yeah, because there's some sand in the water.
Yeah, there's some sand over here by the map, dude.
We have that.
Yeah, just want to make sure there's no additional sand.
Yeah, get this thing. There we go.
It's the first time I've dig underwater. There's more underwater dig spots too.
There was. I still feel like we should wait till we get the ground pound before we go super backtracking.
We won't do backtracking. It's just we had the Gorla course, so we're like, let's go back to town.
No, going back to town. Yeah. Like we had to. I don't think there's anything else to do in that area.
A silent map. Explore the silent woods and bring any interest back to Lupo.
If it isn't my favorite student of the Silent Woods.
We finished a quest, friend.
That's the last bit we needed. This map looks fantastic. We know all the nooks and crannies now.
Has the milkman been here? Inspecting nooks and crannies?
No, he left us some weird cottage cheese in the fridge, but you know, it kind of smells funky. He said it was fine and fermented, but I don't know. Now I won't get lost. Not that I'll ever go. Now as the apprentice map maker, you get a discount on any map.
Fuck yeah!
I've been marking down some of my observations on these maps. Care to see?
Hell yeah! Oh my god. They are so expensive. I forgot how expensive they were.
I would wait first.
I have a ton, man.
You do, but like,
what am I gonna buy with?
Look at the shops one last time in terms of upgrades.
Okay. So 2,000 for energy, 3,000 for life, 4,000 for revealing the shards.
Yeah.
Well, I'll come back, friend.
It's just one of those things. Like, there's probably nothing new, but it's like, do you want to buy all the weapons and stuff so you can mess around with stuff?
That's not a dig spot.
Or do you want to buy the life shards? I know you like your kit.
I like knowing where things are so I can gather more.
I just feel like there's a lot of the game that you might not get a chance to play with if you don't buy those things.
I'm honestly like...
I know you're satisfied with your kit. I like options. That's me, though.
I know. I get you.
So I'm a different cat when it comes to that.
We'll figure it out.
You could talk to him
We'll look at our
now.
Options.
Because there's this guy.
That's right, this guy's the one.
I'm trying to remember what he has. It's also been a week since we played.
What? No?
Yeah, that's this
They're
stuff,
just
man.
all cheap. It's like you could buy them all and then you would be set. But if you want to get
I'll never use them though. I really, really love the turret because there's so much that happens on screen. It's nice to just have something just do itself in the background. Whereas that's also why I don't use the bow. And the bow slows down time. And it's like
foes with a strong sweeping blow. Because that's spirit smash. Spike, throw a powerful spear of light of energy amount.
Yeah,
water breath.
Oh. Okay, I'll just get that. That's good for exploring.
Yeah.
Set nearby enemies on fire. Is it from my slashing attacks?
I don't know.
But like what? That's what I'm like. If it helps my slashing attacks, then great, because then I don't have to add something new to my kit. My kit's already a ton of movement. It's like I'm a simple man. I'll do it. Because
you don't always have
to damage and set all enemies on sight.
Because you don't have to upgrade them. You can just buy these basic ones.
I'll get them. I mean, we're gonna get enough eventually, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Throw a star that returns to you. Okay, we'll check them out. Stay sharp, Spirit. We'll check them out in a second. Let me go to the next, Actually, now that we've got Ku's feather, we can get up here. I think I've already cheesed it, but let me... Yeah, I already cheesed it. God damn it. Well, let me see. There was another orb. It's to the left. I wonder if I could dig through that ice. I doubt it. Probably need like a ground pound ability, huh?
Yeah.
Where is that fucking orb? What? How did I pass it? Oh, that ain't a fucking landing spot. Where the hell did I pass the
orb? Down through the bridge?
Maybe it's this guy. Oh, Moki.
I wonder sometimes, once I went to Lumapoo's, it is very pretty. There's a big wheel past the wellspring with a nice view from the top. If you go west from the top of the wheel, you reach the Lumapools.
I've already been there. Where the fuck is this orange orb? That should be like right here. I don't... Maybe I gotta float in on it? What the hell?
The only thing to talk to now is see the upgrade guy and see if there's anything other than that. You just, get maps, I think, is your best bet.
Well, like the map, what do you call them?
There's the magic man
map
guy.
Upgrades. Yeah.
Well, there's something in that pot, I think, over there. Isn't there?
I don't know. I was trying to get that orb right there, but I can't find it. It doesn't seem to be there. Let me drop down. Is it up in here? No? Fuck, man, I don't know. Maybe the map just glitched or something.
Might be, or maybe you unlock it after you get a quest.
Yeah. Restore life. Let's go talk to the Magic Man real quick. See what he has to say. He's just right over here. And then we'll make a game plan. Oh, I got the shard for him. Oh, and I got the seed for the other guy, too. We can get that next time.
Yeah.
I mean, my shard in pristine condition. A rare find of yes, most spirit shards I discover already refined, dazzling, and beautiful. The artisans of old understood the craft better, you see. Still, I shall polish this as best I can.
Man, your voice has changed, Magic Man.
I know. I was waiting for you to do it, and then
you went right ahead. I was just like, oh, well.
Secret. You gain a new spirit shard.
I was waiting to hear what his voice sounded like so it could remind me what I did for his
I thought you were
voice.
struggling, so I was like, oh, I'll just pick it up.
Yeah, it's fine.
I didn't read what happened. Go ahead.
My customers whisper of you, friend. They say you are trying to save her. I had a friend once too. You see, before I had only my shining shards. Oh yes, I admire your strength, and I will remember your name, Ori.
What's my name?
Care to refine your spirit shards?
Let's upgrade. That's
So you can
right. We
upgrade
can just
all
upgrade all
those.
our stuff.
That's Thorn. It gets upgraded one more
Thorn.
time.
Thorn's pretty good.
I'd say do it. It's 800.
Yeah. Oh, and just fully upgraded. Yeah, that finished it. We have Thorn currently going. I'll get all these too. I'll get all the rest of them eventually. I want to save enough for that first map, that 2000.
All right, so you only need an extra 300 to get it then.
I wanted to see the other shards though real quick. Gain additional energy cell. That's really stuff I want to get.
Yeah.
Just in case I need it. Deal bonus damage to flying enemies. These are all like stuff I have to equip though, huh?
Yeah, they're equipable things. They're
10%
your
chance.
charms in this game.
Yeah. Enemies drop 2 extra spirit light orbs. Reduce energy costs.
I hate those kind of things in games.
Yeah. Damn it.
10% chance to deal 50%.
That seems
That's
okay.
Good. That's a crit
and then
thing.
I can upgrade it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
just something to have in the background.
Yeah,
You know, where is the...
it's down there. 500.
Yeah. God damn it, I hit the wrong button. Talk to me! There we go. I like the extra crit chance just having it.
No, I think it's a good thing.
Gain
It's
additional energy just in case
It's
we need more
literally
energy for
10%
something.
chance to get a crit. So
Yeah.
we're gonna have to save up for the other thing
Yeah,
for the
that's
map
fine
now.
though.
But
We'll see you guys next time.
later.
Beep, bop, boop. The other one was dig, but that one was ground pound. That's right, Mote tells us about how many times he fucking died like a bunch of idiots.
Well, it tells you every kind of stat too.
Yeah, let's see what he says. Off camera. Yeah. Can you see records? God, we've done a lot of deaths. Deaths by hazard, 23.
8,000 damage taken.